Let's talk about every game happened on Friday. We got a bunch of them. Let's go into the first game. Is the Kings lost to the Sixers, and again, Embiid did not play. This is why Embiid, over the years, he played 27 games this year, while Jokic played 39. On a per game basis, he's actually the second over Jokic, averaging how many points? 35 points and 12, which is just ridiculous. 6 assists as well. But this is why we don't like Embiid, because he gets hurt in a lot of back to backs. He sit out, and he's doubtful next game as well. So this is why. Anyway, this game, De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis again did their thing. Not the greatest game out of them. Chris Duarte star plays just 10 minutes because Kevin Huerter has been out. With Kevin Huerter out, I mean, the biggest beneficiary is really nobody. He played 30 minutes, so a lot of his minutes just goes to random folks. You look at the roster, like everybody gets 8 minutes, 10 minutes. Malik Monk he still played 27 minutes, took 17 shots with 4 assists too. So he's still a must roster, but it's not like he get a lot more minutes with Kevin Huerter out. So nobody really benefits. Keegan Murray maybe get a few extra shots. Keegan Murray had a good game. 8 rebounds, 3 assists, still in 2 blocks, 3 threes. He's been heating up a little bit. He's a must roster. Just the volume of threes. He's kind of like the new Buddy Hield, but maybe does more things than Hield. Keegan Murray on the season, he's ranked, oh my God, 56. That's pretty good. Only 2.5 threes. I would think that's like he would hit more. I feel like it's kind of Buddy Hield, over 3 threes a game, but only 2.5. That's surprising. But doesn't turn the ball over, with 1.2 steals. But a bad loss for the Kings. But the Sixers, they're really good at home. Tyrese Maxey, 40 minutes. But again, only 21 points. His efficiency has just dropped like a rock. And I think a couple of reasons maybe I didn't watch every Sixers game. But Embiid not playing, that hurts his efficiency. And also teams maybe figured him out a little bit. Try to make him uncomfortable. Give him different looks. So 21 points is okay, and 3 turnovers. But added those defensive stats, which is amazing. DeAnthony Melton only got 25 minutes, while Patrick Beverley gets 27. So that's not so great. Remains to be a must roster. While Batum got 25 minutes, Marcus Morris Sr. gets 16. So it's like nobody really with Embiid out. Paul Reed is the must stream as long as Embiid is out, but he only played 24. But 2 steals and 3 blocks is not bad at all. Looking for rebound and defensive stats. Meanwhile, Tobias Harris is a sell high, 37 points, 3 steals. I think he's capable of putting up big numbers like this. But a lot of games, he's just not getting his shot attempts, or he's not even looking. He's not looking to get those shots because when you have Embiid, you don't really need to. But in the playoffs, I feel like if they double team or Embiid gets tired, like somebody else needs to make some plays. Tobias Harris has got to step up. You're getting paid a lot of money. The next game is the Pacers beat the Atlanta Hawks with no Tyrese Halliburton. They still putting up numbers. So meanwhile, Tyrese Halliburton is great. But TJ McConnell can get you 14 assists in 25 minutes playing this system. Had 5 turnovers. TJ McConnell is a must roster until Tyrese comes back. 14 assists, 3 steals, and a block. What else need to say? TJ McConnell might lead the league in assists if he plays on this team and play 35 minutes. Who knows? Andrew Nembhard starts, but now he's not getting the full minutes, but still had 6 assists and 2 steals. So that's okay. You could stream him for mainly just assists. Bruce Brown plays just 21 minutes now. He's not a must roster, just a stream option. And Buddy Hield come off the bench, hit 4 threes, 18 points. Also, I think not a must roster. I mean, we know the Pacers rotation is weird. They give everybody 25 minutes. Miles Turner, 26 minutes, he did all that. Like, can't complain. Like, his minutes is not high, but I think per minute production is pretty good. But the block numbers this year is he's the 36th ranked player. Well, still 2 blocks a game. But over the years, this guy gets you 2.5 blocks. But it's okay. 2 is still good enough. And Jalen Smith and Aaron Nesmith, I mean, these guys are just streamers in my opinion, but a great win for the Pacers. Meanwhile, the Hawks Trae Young 4 for 17 really struggled again while Devontae Murray went off with 29 points, and Trae was a minus 19. So the Pacers, they did something to him defensively. Bogdanovic came off the bench, also really struggled shooting the basketball. The Hawks as a team shot 45%. And the Pacers, they are not known for their defense. Well, Pacers, oh my God. They shot 67%, 60% from three. Just unbelievable offense from the Pacers. Unbelievable. And I think anybody in that system just benefit. Jalen Johnson, meanwhile, just continued to be absolutely killing it. 16 points, 2 steals, great efficiency. I mean, yeah, top 30, 40 player the rest of the way. It'll be interesting what happened with him next year. If the Hawks does some rotation change and he loses a few minutes, I'm not sure. Meanwhile, Okongwu and Kampala both just didn't really do anything. Saddiq Bey just a streamer. Not much to talk about. The next game is both two teams are young teams. And I would say last year, Rockets and the Pistons, they are in the same boat. They were in the same boat. This year, Rockets got a new coach. Just changes things around, Rockets after this win, I mean, they're in that playoff race. 9th right now, 19 and 18. Emperor Şengün, amazing, 29 points, 12 for 19. While Jalen Green took 25 field goals. This is the Jalen Green we know. Just take as many shots as he chuck up as many shots as he can. He hasn't done that this year with the new coach. This is what Jalen Green, we envisioned Jalen Green when we draft him in that 7th, 8th round or whatever. Because we know he can put up numbers, put up points, 28 points, 2 threes, 2 steals and a block. But I think when all the guys come back, he's not going to get the shot volume. We'll see. Fred VanVleet, amazing. Fred VanVleet has just been amazing. I don't know what else to say about this man. Again, with 2 blocks. Again, I think earlier this week he had 2 blocks. He's just really amazing at that. I mean, they count those like when a guy goes up and you strip the ball, they count those as blocks. So Fred VanVleet is really good at that because he's kind of tiny. He get down there and wait for it. When somebody goes up, he strips it, and had 2 steals as well. Amazing game from him, and he played 42 minutes. Jabari Smith played 41 minutes, also a decent game. But I think Taro Eason and those guys, they're gonna be back eventually, and maybe then we'll monitor Jalen Green's minutes. We look at Detroit with Kate Cunningham out. They put up a pretty good fight, I would say. Killian Hayes in the short term is a must roster for assists. If you're looking for assists and steals, he give you exactly that. 8 assists with a steal and a block, pretty good. Alec Burks, 19 points off the bench. Can we trust him to get that minutes next game? No. Jaden Ivey had 8 assists as well. So he's like, we got to roster him, but it's just like he kind of like another Westbrook. The assists, the efficiencies, he might just kill you, and the turnovers. But the counting numbers are there. 7 rebounds, 5 of offensive. Amazing. Jalen Doran did his thing, 2 steals and block, 8 rebounds. Continue to be must roster. And they got Isaiah Stewart back. He's just a streamer if you're looking for rebounds. And they started Kevin Knox too. They just don't want to play Oscar Thompson. Even they started playing Kevin Knox. So I would just, we should monitor Oscar Thompson's situation on minutes for the rest of the season. Because if he ever get a consistent 25 minutes, then he's a pickup. Not right now, obviously. Moving on to the next game, the Orlando Magic lost. The Magic was hot for a while. Now they have fallen all the way to the 8th. 4 and 6 in their last 10. They lost to the Heat. Banchero, I looked at his betting line. Like his points over and under has been crazy lately. I think when they played the Hawks, his 29 and a half, right? He took 26 field goals here, 25 points. If you took 26 field goals, I think the expected points generated by him is close to 30. But just efficiency is bad, like 1 for 7, 10 for 26. He's got to take simply less shots when, they have a couple guys. They have a couple guys out. What's his name? The German guy, Moritz Wagner, and can't remember his name. Let me just look him up real quick. Yeah, Fred Wagner is out. so so they've been losing a bunch of games with him out. Yeah, just like Ben Carroll, just you shouldn't take that many shots. You're not that good. You know. Jalen Suggs had 3 blocks in 40 minutes. I think he exited. He's fine. Nothing too serious. So just hold. Oh, Kiki started at the shooting guard. What? Yeah, a lot of Magic guys. They just, I guess, can play a lot of different positions, and they have a lot of guys. Like they've been starting Caleb Houston, who's been playing fairly well, but as once Franz Wagner comes back, that's it. These guys not getting that many minutes. Meanwhile, Cole Anthony played 27 minutes, but I think with Markel Fultz also playing, it's just weird. So I would roster Jalen Suggs for now for sure. He's still putting up great numbers, and maybe Gogo Badaze. He had 9 rebounds in 19 minutes. Everybody else is just splitting the minutes. Markel Fultz has some upside, but the minutes is not there yet. For the Miami Heat, we have Ben Adebayo. Jimmy Butler is still out. Damn, this guy. The Heat, I mean, they're hanging in there, 7th seed. We know they could be a dangerous team going to the playoffs, right? When they play the Celtics, let's say the first round matchup, that's going to be a matchup. The Heat could be a 7th seed, but they fight hard. In Celtics, the star players tend to, I don't know, disappear. Especially the Miami Heat, give them different looks defensively. JJJ, 37 minutes. He's a must roster at the moment. 19 points. As long as Jimmy is out. Duncan Robinson out of nowhere played 41 minutes. We can't really predict that. Kevin Love could be a streamer. He was getting 20 to 25 minutes and putting up some numbers. He only played 16 minutes here, while Kellen Martin plays 24. So Josh Richardson, a lot of Heat guys. JJJ is really the only one who gets the majority of the minutes. All the other guys, they got a back-to-back. You want to stream them, that's fine. Nikola Jokic start and didn't play so well. Didn't shoot the ball out. And Tyler Hero is also out this game. And the Miami Heat still got the win at home. Just look at this roster. Other than Bam, and people maybe know Duncan Robinson, all the other guys, Kevin Love, people might know, but, all the other starters. And Kyle Lowry is out. They just find a way to win. Great stuff. All right, this game is, the Warriors, they're falling in the standings, but this is a great win for them. They're 4-6 in the last 10. But, yeah, it's not easy to win on the road in the NBA. So, and the fact that they dropped 140 points, Clay had a good shooting night, 30 points, had 7 threes. Curry still struggled a little bit with 6 threes, 27 points. I'm not worried about Curry, but it's probably a good buy low for Curry. And I think when Draymond comes back, it's going to give a little boost to Curry scoring a little bit as well. And you just hope that this Warriors team, they fight till the end. So all the other guys, they're going to play their minutes, fighting for a playoff spot. Andrew Wiggins started. They started him. They put Jonathan Kuminga back in the bench. So Kuminga had a decent game, actually, 24 points off the bench with in 24 minutes. But Wiggins, Kuminga, I wouldn't really roster either one of them unless they have a back-to-back because the minutes is too unpredictable. Nobody's really giving you consistent output on this team at the moment. They really need Draymond Green back pretty bad. I think they'll give them a little bit boost because whatever they have now is not working. For the Bulls, they lost at home while Kobe White just continues to be amazing, other than the fact that he can't get any defensive stats. Zach LaVine, 25 points. Okay, he started putting up some nice numbers. 4 threes, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, while DeRozan had 39 points. Okay. It is a big game, Every time you play the Warriors or you play the Lakers, right? Maybe the star players try a little bit harder. Caruso is a must roster. He didn't do anything here. Still had a block. But, him playing 30 minutes could generate you a bunch of defensive stats. And Drummond is a drop now because Vucevic is back playing 33 minutes a night. 14.7 rebound for Vooch is good. The Bulls, they're putting together a few wins in the Eastern Conference. They're 9th. It's a lot easier to make the playing tournament in the East and the West because the 12th seed in the West has about the same record as the 9th seed, even better record than the 9th seed. So the West, The interconference record, West versus East, it will be interesting to see. Like the West is beating the East by some margin, I think. All right, the next game, well, this is not even close. The Clippers beat the Grizzlies on the road. But Paul George, 37 points. Okay. Kawhi Leonard, only 28 minutes, easy work, 2 steals and 2 blocks. Kawhi has been just be absolutely amazing. The defensive stat, the efficiency this year, and he didn't really miss that many games either. Amazing. James Harden played 27 minutes, easy work for them, 9 assists and 2 threes. I'll take it. And I think he looks good, fairly healthy. Amazing out of all the Clipper guys. And okay, Marcus Smart on the Grizzlies, he's gonna be out for 6 weeks. Who knows? 6 weeks, 7 weeks. They have no incentive. So I would try to trade Jaren Jackson Jr. and Desmond Bane. I would try to trade both of them because they are not making the play-ins at this point. If they have any type of major injuries, that would let's say they had an injury like Tyrese Halliburton, a grade 1, groin injury or whatever. He's just gonna be out. So I'll trade both of them. Desmond Bane, I think, left the game, played just 23 minutes. So I think that opens opportunities up for a lot of the other guys. Xavier Tillman, maybe. Now they got to play somebody. You can't just not show up to the game. So right now it looks like Xavier Tillman is getting the minutes, but who knows? But for now, I think it's worth picking him up and see how things go. Even Luke Kennard. He could be getting 30-plus minutes, hitting 4 threes a game for a little while. Vince Williams, I don't think he does anything. Maybe he grabs some rebounds, but he doesn't do anything. And the rest of the Grizzly guys, I don't know. I know John Conchar, if he gets consistent 30 minutes, he can put up some numbers. But that's not really the case. I mean, I don't know who these guys are. G.G. Jackson, first time I've seen this guy. But it would be good to see when the dust settles who the Grizzlies is going to go with at the guard position for the next 6 weeks. Because they do not have Ja. They do not have Derrick Rose. I don't see why they want to play Derrick Rose heavy minutes. So who they play? And can they put up numbers? There might be some opportunities open up. Some guys worth considering. We'll see. Moving on, the next game is the Portland. Why they even play? They lost again to the Timberwolves. And let's look at Scoot Henderson. Oh my God, Fernie Simons. 0 for 10, a good buy low opportunity. But just so you know that the same situation with the Grizzlies. Toward the end of the season, when you go deep into the playoffs, you much rather have a guy that is going to be on a Orlando Magic team or on just on a team that's fighting for playoff spot, Pelicans, than Fernie Simons. Obviously, can't do that now because he had such a bad game, but he'll bounce back. I'm not worried. Scoot Henderson also, just the turnover is just amazing. 6 turnovers, goes 3 for 4. Okay, 4 assists. If you don't care about your efficiency, he's a guy that's going to have some upside. Sure, have him. And Duop Reith, big game actually. 6 rebounds, 14 points. I think he's worth picking up at the moment. Jimmy Grant, another example. You got to try to sell these guys. Tomani Kamara played 25 minutes. Not really interested in him. They're not starting Brogdon, and they're not starting. They have another guard. Wait, is he out this game? Yeah, he's out this game. Shaedon Sharp is out this game. Wow. DeAndre Ayton, I completely forgot about him. Where has he been? What is going on with him? What's his injury even? I haven't seen him in a month. He's questionable right knee tendonitis. Okay. Anyway, there might be some opportunities opening up late in the season, especially Matisse Thybulle. If, let's say they shut a few folks down, he comes in, play 30 minutes. He can win defensive categories on his own. For the Timberwolves, great game. I mean, nobody played over 30. Anthony Edwards is a little bit disappointing, like just 9 points. Pretty bad, to be honest. 6 assists, is still on the block. Rudy had 17 rebounds and 2 blocks. Cat did his thing, but just the plus minus on this team just ridiculous. Mike Conley had 10 assists in 20 minutes. All around, just great. And Jaden McDaniels, I think, is worth picking up for defensive numbers and maybe some threes. Sometimes he's going to give you some threes, and he doesn't really hurt you that bad in other categories. Moving on to the next one, the Charlotte Hornets. Oh, the big news is they got LaMelo back. But look at the Spurs blowing them out, 99-135. Amazing. And Victor Wembanyama did all that in 20 minutes. Amazing stuff. Okay. Speaking of LaMelo Ball, because of the blowout, they played they might need to give LaMelo Ball a few. LaMelo Ball is another player as I would try to sell high on him. Just try to see if you can get any value back because, again, they're not fighting for anything, in the playoffs, how many games. He's also kind of injury prone. Same thing with Terry Rozier. I mean, the sell high window might be closed already because LaMelo is back. He's still going to put out maybe 18. He's going to put out 18 points a game, but the assist going to go down and a bunch of other things. And he's not a top 30 player. He's not. LaMelo Ball went to a free throw line 16 times, hit 15. Oh, he actually had a crazy game, LaMelo. 5 steals as well with 3 threes. Yeah. The reason you trade these guys is just injury prone. So if they ever get hurt, or they're not going to shut them down. But I think the NBA implemented rules to combat that. But it just when they get injured. Injury prone players. Instead of out for 1 game, now they're out for 5. Just taking their sweet time. Injuries happen in the NBA a lot. Miles Bridges didn't have the best game, and Brandon Miller, what was that? Maybe he also got hurt here. For the Spurs, Victor Wembanyama in 20 minutes. Another guy. Even though I think he's being healthy, but they monitor his minutes. But it seems like it doesn't really even matter. He put up 26 points, 11 rebounds, and 2 blocks in 20 minutes. So does it really matter? Amazing stuff. Devin Vassell, also it's a blowout. Yeah, it's a blowout. Otherwise, we play 25. Devin Vassell did his damage, 2 steals, 5 assists, 12 points in, good enough. Jeremy Sohan also. I think he's worth to be like depending on who you have on your team. Like he could be a worse player. He does a little bit of everything, right? He's a plus 35 too. 5 for 7, good field goal. Free throw maybe sometimes bad. Rebound assist pretty solid, and then give you some defensive stats. It's not bad. Some guy to think about just to have him on your word. And Keldon Johnson came off the bench. They're just really messing with a lot of guys' minutes. I would still hold. And they don't have Zach Collins yet. Once he comes back, what's he gonna? Moving on to the next team, the Jazz. They are on the roll right now. They are one of the hottest teams in the entire NBA. I think there's also a Denver game last night, but the NBA doesn't have the logs on that game. What? That's crazy. Well, we're gonna find them here. Well, the Jazz, in their last 10 games, they're 8-2. They won 4 straight. They're 20-20, 10th right now, and the Raptors just look really bad here. RJ 2 for 9, had 1 steal and 3 blocks, pretty good. But after scoring 37, we knew RJ is not that guy, not yet at least. Scotty Barnes is that guy though. 19 points, 3 blocks, 5 for 11 from the free throw. He's not that guy. But either way, Scotty Barnes has been amazing this year. Just giving you the defensive stats and shooting the ball pretty well, grabbing rebounds and all that. Obviously not a great game here. Siakam had 27, but it's pointless, Pointless 27 points. Emmanuel quickly, because of the blowout, played just 25 minutes. They also don't have Pirtle. So Thaddeus Young had 5 fouls in 12 minutes, but he could be a streamer until Pirtle goes, if you're looking for just those peripheral stats. And Dennis Schroeder, we might need to think about dropping this guy. We might need to. This is a bad game for everybody. I think he can still come off the bench, give you 4 or 5 assists a game. Kind of Reggie Jackson type of. But a lot of games he's not going to play 30 minutes. Maybe 20 minutes sometimes, 25, sometimes 30. So you can still hold him. On the Jazz, also because of the blowout. But Look at the numbers they're putting up. It's just ridiculous. Like Kelly Olynyk played 21 minutes, 11 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and a steal. We look at Keontae George, 24 minutes, 6 assists is pretty good. I would take that if I'm looking for streaming options. Jordan Clarkson came off the bench. I think he could be rostered, right? Even though he comes off the bench, he played close to 30 minutes almost every night. 21 points, 5 threes, 5 assists. Doesn't have a lot of defensive stats, but I'll take it. Walker Kessler is the one that's kind of frustrating. But in 20 minutes, he had 3 blocks and a steal. Just the rebounds is kind of low and did not miss a shot. Chris Dunn, 17 minutes. The list goes on. 17 minutes. You think 17 minutes, that's bad, yeah? But 5 rebounds, 5 assists, still on 2 blocks. That's not bad. That's fine. I would roster him. You're not getting any points, but the peripheral stats look pretty good. Colin Sexton in 20 minutes, he had 20 points, 5 assists, and 2 steals. Then you have John Collins start, play 14 minutes. So the Jazz just got a lot of pieces, and they can put up some numbers. Lauri Markkanen, the best player on this team, 22-9, pretty good as well. And let's find the Denver game, and then we are done. We look at Friday. The last game of the night is the Denver Nuggets beat. This game wasn't really close. The Pelicans, they didn't really never caught up. And Herbert Jones plays just 19. I would still hold him because the blowout. Otherwise, you get like 20 minutes. So Trey Murphy, and also because they got down big, they need more offense. So they go to some of the other guys. Maybe Trey Murphy a little bit more. CJ McCollum still played 30. CJ has been good this year, really, really good overall. Getting a lot of defensive stats and assists. Still has 7 assists here. Valanciunas continues to just dominate. Not dominate, but he's putting up just good numbers every single year. Every single year he does it. Just give the man minutes, and he put up numbers. 17 points, 6 rebounds, pretty good. While Zion Williamson had 30 points, one of his better games. But it's most likely, I think, just Denver let him have his. Didn't really give him any extra attention. Just, go get your 2 points. 30 points, Brandon Ingram, meanwhile, he's been quiet lately when everybody is healthy. We look at Denver, Jokic, of course, big triple-double with 14 assists in 30. That's what he does. That's what Jokic does. Jamal Murray also had 9 assists and 20 points, pretty good. Michael Porter Jr. had a good game. Everybody ate a little bit. Aaron Gordon had an okay game. KCP, I think, in my opinion, I would roster him in category leagues, especially I'm looking for threes and steals. And he's great efficiency-wise, doesn't really turn the ball over. So what more you want from him, right? Pretty good. That's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.